Sora versus Zelda.
1, go!
I feel like Zelda has the advantage here because Sora is a little too slow to get in on Zelda.
That's kind of what I'm thinking initially, because like the soldier man, like what can Sora do against that? Nothing really.
He can jump over it, and
Yeah,
that's
counter.
it. Oh, and counter, yeah, that too.
I love the completely unfinished one.
Oh, he didn't side B. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there's really not much else you can do with Sora once you block that. That being said, though, once you get in with Sora, you can do all those combos, which was pretty good damage there. But unfortunately, the SD earlier is going to make things...
Good angle.
Yeah.
Got the poke.
That's the best thing about Sora. You can basically drift forever off stage as much as you'd like. And
Good
you can just
combo.
do a nair up smash. That works too. I'm surprised that they're able to do it. Ooh, there's the cancel.
Good call out.
Good
Didn't really get anything
realization.
off of it.
Honestly, like with Zelda, you know for the fact that they're always either going for Knight, they're going for the neutral B, or they're going to teleport into your face. Well, both sides are just feeling each other out at the moment. Good nair. Good weight on that. They knew exactly what the Zelda was trying to go for, trying to hit them back onto stage.
There you go. That was great.
Very good patience on the ice.
Just kind of stole back that stock.
For sure. Back here didn't send anywhere, but they knew they was going to go into a neutral B as a get off me too, so they were able to shield the neutral B. Very good work. Apologies if it seems like I'm biased against Zelda. It's not. I just like seeing good Soras. Yeah, like I said, you can basically float forever. The only issue is when you re-grab the ledge, there's only a certain number of times you can do it. Meds, do you remember how many it was? It was like 5?
5?
Yeah. Unfortunately, drifted right into that. There was nothing Sora can do at that point.
Yeah, not really. Even game again.
Good nair. Send them forward.
God, that back hit is so nasty.
Interrupted the up B. Grab. Yep.
Yep. Got scared, tried to hold shield, and immediately got punished for it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, good spot dodge.
Honestly, when the fandom is out, you either go hard in or you have to wait it out a little bit. Good job going to the opposite direction. That's a scoop. Nicely done, Meta Knight.
I don't know about you. I've never felt like going through the stage really reset a whole lot, personally.
Depends on the character, I find.
Like, whenever somebody does it against me, I don't feel like I'm any more confused. I just move to the other side.
Here's the thing. You play fast characters.
No, I'm saying, as the person who is, like, on the top, whenever somebody, like, goes across, I feel like no matter what, I can normally cover it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You play such fast characters that can get to the other side no problem. Certain characters who are slower would have a harder time getting there.
I guess, but that's, like, pretty niche, huh?
Well, you're fighting Zelda, so... it really, like, more often than not, I never really see it, but that's mostly because top tiers are fast characters. You see it at lower tier characters. Man, I am so impressed by the Nair combos with Crash right now. I love seeing good Sora Nair combos. Yeah, here's the thing right now. Like, Crash is playing very patient against Meta Knight, mostly because of the fact that Sora is not the fastest character in the world, so it's very hard for them to get in. So they have to basically rely on how floaty their character is to kind of maneuver in strange ways to trick into getting into Zelda, essentially.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how you have to do it in this case, because, like, Zelda just has such a strong wall of moves. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
She probably is one of the best at, like, keeping you out, huh?
I would argue the Belmonts are better, but that's only because Belmonts have more options compared to Zelda. Zelda is pretty much just B moves.
And the Belmonts aren't?
No, actually. Belmonts have amazing spacing tools with their aerials. And they're also neutral.
Uses them.
Okay, it's hard to explain because it's like you mostly go off of online, and I'm trying to think about from actual tournaments. And Sora being able to scoop with his up air is actually doing a really good job there. Crash does really good work with being able to scoop with the up air as they're trying to land. Ooh, the down throw into up smash! I didn't think that would be strong enough!
Yeah, they're also really good at confirming into up smash. I think that's how they got most of their kills so far.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, I guess as Sora, you kind of have to.
Oh,
Smart.
They've been doing that a lot. I'm noticing that Crash is also trying to maneuver their way around the Phantom a lot better now.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're also trying to catch out Meta Knight. They rush in with that now. I'm starting to wonder if this is becoming a zoning game for Zora. Not Zora. Sora versus Zelda.
Yeah, this is kind of a reverse of the last match. Crash up by a stock. And a Meta Knight kind of hanging on under their last one.
Ben and I tried to call out them jumping over them, but unfortunately, Crash knew to fade back and was able to punish them rather heavily for it. That's a tricky thing. Sora at ledge can be really dangerous for characters who don't have really good options at ledge. And unfortunately... Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised they didn't try to punish that regrab.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. Zelda doesn't really have many good punish options at ledge. I guess there's down tilt, but it doesn't really send in a good direction for them. Yeah, they tried to go for that, and that back throw should take it.
I think they did that a couple too many times.
Yeah, Crash is playing a lot more patient. They're testing Meta Knight's patience. Sora when? As soon as we get our Legend of Zelda crossover. Interesting choice. Deciding to swap out the Zelda for a Byleth.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. Byleth, definitely more aggressive, less zonery, but like, you know, you still got the range.
Oh, for sure. It's also,
you can just kind of get in there on Sora, which is kind of what you need.
Byleth also has a lot more range compared to Sora.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this might be a better play, depending on how they use them.
Man, if that F smash actually hit, that 100% would have killed Crash there. Ooh, if they waited a bit longer, they might have been able to land that down air spike. Good patience on waiting out the tether, though. Unfortunately, not enough as they lose their first stock. Man, why do I feel like I'm watching myself play Byleth right now?
That's a great question.
Ooh, the regrab.
Bonk. Yeah, and that's another thing. Byleth is also way better at punishing regrabs.
For sure. Unfortunately, Byleth also has a hard time getting through projectiles. That is one of their bigger weaknesses. They have a projectile themselves, but it's very slow. You basically have to, like, throw it in a disadvantage opportunity for anyone to actually be hit by it a lot of the time. Good back air.
Nice. Barely got him with that.
Good shark.
Yeah, Crash not really phased by the Byleth. If anything, maybe a little more comfortable now that they don't have to space around everything. They can just kind of get in.
Oh, that's death. No, wait. No, it just...
Nah, too far.
No. Man, that is the biggest cock tease ever. You see it stretch out and it just doesn't grab. It happens so many times when I play Byleth. Oh. I hope no one heard that. All right. Do we see a change in mind for meta, or is Crash going to swap out themselves? Maybe he'll swap over to Yoshi again. Meds, tell me, so who do you think is the best character that Crash has played? Yoshi, Sora, or whatever random pick they chose? Inkling.
I mean, I don't know if I can really say who is best, because it feels like they've all had different tools for different purposes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like their Yoshi might have been like one of their comfort picks. If you couldn't tell by the icon, maybe. But, because I think they used Yoshi in Grand Finals last tournament, right?
Yes. But they swapped to it after they were initially playing something like, I think they were playing a Terry, actually, weren't they? Or am I thinking of someone else?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry. It's a battle of the lightning users. Who will win? Who unfortunately reversed the Arc Thunder. Definitely didn't want to do that.
Smacked the sword right out of her hand.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like Crash is a lot more comfortable with their character pick compared to Meta Knight's Robin pick at the moment.
Yeah, I feel like Meta Knight might have just tried to change it up to see what would happen, but Crash is going for it.
That being said, though, they're in a pretty decent spot at the moment. Their 11 sword has a few decent uses beforehand. Something I would like to see Meta Knight try to do more is pick up the books that they're dropping to try to combo off of them, but it's fine. Oof, unfortunate. But at least all their weapons have reset now. Excellent Nosferatu. Extra damage there. Also, fun fact, Nosferatu actually recovers more health the more damage you have compared to your opponent. I think that also carries over to Socks.
I thought you were about to say it recovers more health based on the amount of damage you deal. I was like, yeah, it does. That's a really fun fact.
Did you know that when you hit your opponent, you hurt them?
They go back farther based on the percentage. It's pretty crazy. For a second, I thought that was going to reflect. I forgot that doesn't work.
Did you know you can grab your opponents through a shield?
No way. I just stood there and took it. Yep, there's back air.
69 flat. They're on the good number. As long as they maintain the good number, they can't lose.
I mean, they might at this rate. They're kind of looking like they can't be stopped.
Oh no! Now they're done. They're done.
All right, well they automatically lose.
Meta Knight's about to win. Good fire.
Nice.
Good catch.
They needed that kill. They're about 50% up. That's not too bad.
They can work with this.
Make it up like,
yeah,
barely missed.
They lost their 11 sword there. Like, something that a lot of Robins I know like to do generally is to burn off their weapons while their opponent is recovering so they can get their weapons back faster. So, like, what they should have done was to burn off the 11 sword and then wait for it to come back as they were respawning. Ooh, good dodge on the freeze. They were fish.
They might get the spike for a sec. The up B does have a spike if you're right on top of them when they use it.
Yeah, but Sora will more than likely recover off this stage, especially since it has a low blast zone. Good L Thunder. L Thunder is a very strong hitting move. Ooh, ran off stage to avoid. Drop the books. Shiv it. No way!
No way!
That like scooped her chin. Unbelievable!
I don't think that was very fair. I think that one should be replayed with a move that is more accurate to the hitbox.
Sora is a cheater, but we will not be able to win that legal battle because he's owned by Disney.